Hello.
Hello, good
Good
morning,
af- Yeah, it's
and
afternoon.
Happy New Year.
Thank you so much, and Happy New Year to you as well.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
it's been such a long time since we have spoken, right?
Yeah, we talked in last month only.
Last one. No, we talked last year.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, we have not spoken this year. Uh,
Yeah,
this is our first conversation of the year, right?
right.
Okay, how's the weather there? It's become pretty cold, right?
No, it's normal.
Normal. And still
In
you're wearing
fact,
a cap.
it is sunlight today
Uh,
after a week maybe. We
after
have
a week.
experienced a sunlight. Yeah.
Oh wow. So were you also getting affected by the cold wave?
Not at all, because I have already been acclimatized to this weather.
Oh
Like
wow.
even if the outside there is sunlight, I'm still in indoors in my room only, and that is why the cap is here.
Yeah, I was asking why are you still wearing that cap? Do you wear this cap when you go outside in the sun as well?
No, no, not at all.
Okay. And how's your institute coming along?
It's not doing great,
Okay.
but I'm hopeful that it will do good in later period of time.
Why do you think it's not doing great?
Because I do not have that many students right now.
Okay. And why do you think you do not have those many students right now?
I don't know. Maybe they are not happy with my style of teaching,
Okay.
and
No,
they are able, I mean, they are unable to see the improvement. They want some more improvement, and this generally happens. Like, this is the attitude of learners, that they
mhm.
want to achieve so many things in a less period of time.
Right.
Even if you talk about the language, like,
Right.
so many people want to learn English, but they
Hmm.
want to become fluent in just 2 or 3 months. That is not possible. That if you are
Absolutely.
starting from basic level, you are going to take more than a year, more than 2 years maybe.
Right.
So whatever time it takes, it will take. You will improve gradually, or otherwise you will have to work harder. I mean, if you are going to work 4 hours a day, it is going to take you 1 year. If you are working only 1 hour a day, it will take you more than 2 years.
Absolutely. Absolutely right. Okay. So have you
And the
tried?
another thing that I would like to add, that
Mhm.
even if we improve a bit,
Right.
there might be a tiny improvement, but that
Mhm.
would be invisible, especially for learners. Like
Right.
from your side, maybe I'm coming here for longer period of time. You would say that, Raj, like every sessions, I have seen a growth in you.
Right.
But when I would go back and listen to my own recording, I would say
It's the
I
same.
myself improved. Like whatever
Yeah.
I had said, or the way
Right.
I had spoken in first session, I have spoken in the fifth or sixth session in the same way. So
Right.
so that improvement is so tiny that is invisible for learner. Generally, it is invisible for learner.
Right, absolutely right. And I must commend you. And yes, I'm really impressed with the way you're speaking today. I love the intonation that you're using today, right? You have that slight
Okay.
intonation there. And I
Yeah,
also
the
love the
same we were
pronunciation.
talking about, and I'm getting the feedback now. Okay.
Excellent. And I love your pronunciation as well. Your pronunciation has also been ironed out completely. And I am
Okay.
so impressed by that, and I'm so happy about that you have come this far. And there's a marked
Okay.
difference between how you were speaking I would say last year
Yeah.
and how you are speaking this year. I think this is the biggest gift that I have received for the year, and that is Raj not speaking in his own monotonous tone, but using modulation
Okay.
and intonation. Wow,
Yeah.
that is
Thank
highly
you. And I would like to add one more thing here, that the tips that you gave me for pronunciation,
right.
that has helped me, especially the per sound and the sh sound,
Right.
and the feeling, if it is coming right, the feeling,
Right.
forest and find.
Right.
So those those little bit of tips that has worked for me. And I'm especially, I did not work for all of those words. I have worked only for 2 or 3 words right now, the F
Okay.
and the sh sound.
Right. That is the way we are supposed to work with our pronunciation. If you
Yeah,
try to learn all the pronunciation in one go, you will definitely make a mistake, or you there will definitely be a mix up in pronunciations. So
yeah,
first one pronunciation, then go on to the next sound, and then after the next, and then after the next. Right. So that's the
yeah,
perfect way
right,
of.
right.
Right. And it's a very motivating fact for tutors like us when students say that the tips that we
Yeah,
have given to them, they have really
right,
benefited from
right.
that. And a bigger motivational factor is when we can see the student using it.
Yeah, right.
Yes, that's one of the biggest motivating factors. And I'm so happy about this today. I'm really happy discussing this with you, and I'm really happy sharing this session with you. Great.
Yeah,
And another thing I would like to share with you, Raj, is when I started my institution way back in the year 2008, right?
yeah,
So at that time, I remember I started with 5 students. Okay, I
yeah,
had 5 students, and the next day, I still remember it was August 18th August. That was my first class. Okay, so the first day I had 5 students. The next day I had 3 students.
yeah.
Okay. And at that time, I doubted myself. I had this slight self-doubt in me that whether am I teaching the right thing, or am I not teaching the right thing? Okay.
Right.
Or am I teaching the right way, or am I not teaching the right way? I had that doubt in me. I had started doubting in just one day. I had started doubting myself. Okay. However, the next day I had 3 students. So it was okay. I had to do it, so I had to do it. So I went ahead and I started teaching those 3 students. Good enough. The third day, the third day, I had 5 students again. Okay. The
Okay.
third day, I had 5 students again. But the 5 students were not the same students who were there on the first and second,
Yeah,
right? Okay, great. I went on. The next day, once again, I was left with 2 students, and then after that, I was left with 3 students, right? And on the sixth day, once again, I was left with 3 students, but those 3 students were not the same students that I had taught the previous day. They were 3 new students.
okay.
Yes. And those 3 students stuck with me for, I would say, 6 months or so. And while I was teaching those 3 students, I got to know what my drawbacks were, right? And what I had to improve on. And those 3 students helped me to overcome that. Once I was
Right.
aware, right, once I was aware of my drawbacks and what mistakes I was making, I was able to rectify them. I would not say that the 3 students told me that, but they made me aware of my
Yeah,
drawbacks. Those
right.
3 students, in the following 1 month or 2 months, they actually helped me to build from 3 students to around about 100 students, right? In the
Right.
next 2 or 3 months. So that is how we need to work at it. You are running your own institution. And why I'm telling you this is because I also was at a place, I was at the very same place that you are at today. Never lose hope and never doubt yourself. Yes, there might be some flaws, there might be some drawbacks, there might be some mistakes that you are making, but those mistakes are not non-rectifiable. You can
Uh,
rectify them.
Absolutely. And
Okay.
like many tutors, like the self, those who are running their own tuitions, they can relate with this fact that whenever they start, they go through
Mhm.
this similar phase. Like they start with a few students and then they keep coming and going. So only
Absolutely
if one of them get a good improvement, then
right.
others shows that interest or that I mean the questions or that
That
yeah,
keenness point, right?
yeah,
And
keenness, yeah, that
yeah,
keenness.
and it is only with time that they will put their trust in you that yes, Raj is a person who will definitely teach them English, right?
Yes,
They will start trusting you. And they will not only trust you for English, they will also start trusting you for other things. They will ask you about other problems, they'll ask you to solve other problems as well, right? So that is
Yeah.
when you know that yes, now the students have started trusting you. And believe me, the best kind of publicity that ever is the word of mouth,
Yes, of
right?
course.
This form of
Yeah.
publicity. So just go on with it. The minuscule number of students that you have, concentrate on them completely. Don't give them half an attempt, give them your 100%, and they will tell you what you need to improve and what you need to implement and what flaws you have and how to overcome those flaws. So use those students that you have, I would say, as guinea pigs and experiment on them.
Yeah. Right.
That way,
Yeah.
and also build a good rapport with them. Once you build a good rapport with them, they're not going anywhere, so you can keep, you can, I would say, you can keep experimenting with your course and how you're going to teach and your teaching style. Okay, do that,
Yeah.
and I'm absolutely certain that within a month or 2 months you will see the difference. Okay,
Right.
so
Yeah.
never start doubting yourself. Believe me, it is always up to the other person, or it is always up to the students to choose and to decide whether you are a good teacher or not, irrespective of the fact that you're a good teacher.
Yes, of course. And that happens with everyone.
It
Because
happens.
unless one stick with you,
Right.
he is not going to improve. He or she is not going to even improve in less number of time. So
Absolutely.
one once one person stick to you and gets improvement, then
Right.
other person starts showing interest or trust in you.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right. And there is another thing that I have noticed as a teacher and as while running my own institution, right? There is one more big thing, that the human brain is a really funny thing. It's very funny. Uh, at the beginning, in the beginning of the course, when students come for English speaking, they say that we don't need grammar. Okay, they will say that we know that while speaking English, or we know that while speaking Hindi, we don't use grammar. So why do we need to study grammar when we are learning English, right? And you start teaching them spoken English, don't teach them any grammar. Very soon, their mind will start doubting your teaching abilities.
Yeah.
That is what actually happens, right? They will start doubting your teaching ability, and they will start, once it becomes really old, it becomes really monotonous, right? So they will want something new, and at that time, if you introduce grammar to them, right, it will be something new for the brain, and they will be very happy to learn grammar.
Yeah.
That's what I noticed, right? But in the very beginning, if you start teaching them grammar, they will be very reluctant to learn grammar, because they have it in their mind that to learn any language, we do not need to learn grammar, right?
Yeah.
Keep those things in mind. And I would say, Raj, you have a YouTube channel, right?
Yes.
Okay, you have a YouTube channel. So probably I'll comment on your YouTube channel so we can get in touch there. If ever you
Okay.
face any problem with the institution, right, or you need to ask for some advice, feel absolutely free to get in touch with me. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Thank you
Excellent.
for that.
You're welcome. So let's go on with your session. Okay, your session is all about songs. Do you like songs?
Yeah. Of course.
Do you like
Like
songs?
I always say, cricket and music. These
That's
two
good.
are my life.
Okay. So my question is that if you were to be a song, which song would you be?
This is really tough one, and like I always say that
Yeah.
since I like, I mean, every song, right
Oh,
from the era that Muhammad Rafi to
right.
Sonu Nigam.
Right.
So almost everyone is my favorite. All those
Okay.
singers though who have done, I mean, remarkably in their field.
Right.
I mean, they are just legends.
Absolutely right. So
So
which
picking
song?
one song is really tough, but I can pick one song per situation. For
Okay.
example, if I'm a bit disoluted, that I feel like nothing is going right, then what
Mhm.
should I do?
Right.
I would listen to a song and then I would feel energetic. And that song is Ruk Jana Nahi by Kishore Da.
Oh yes, and it's filmed on Vinod Khanna, right?
Yes,
Okay. Right. Now that's a wonderful song, and till date, that song is one of the most motivational songs that I have ever heard.
yes. And the same goes to, if I have to choose one by Rafi Saab, I would pick that आज पुरानी राहों से कोई मुझे आवाज न
Oh,
from movie Aadmi. It
I
has been
have.
picturized on Dilip Kumar song.
Okay, it has been. I don't think I've heard that song. I'm really bad with songs. Yeah, especially old songs. But I do listen to old songs. However, this song is pretty old, right?
Yeah, of course it is. Maybe
Okay,
in 60s or
60,
maybe 50s, like
50s.
1956 maybe or something.
Probably if you sing it to me, then I'll be able to to recollect it. But right now, I cannot.
It's like आज पुरानी राहों से कोई मुझे आवाज न दे.
Oh wow,
Like
you have a beautiful voice, yeah.
that. Thank you.
Now I know why you listen to so much music, because you have been blessed with a wonderful throat, a wonderful voice.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. You should. So when your relatives come over and there is a function or something, or you go to a function, do people ask you to sing a Rajwan song?
No, no,
No.
no. Nobody
Amen.
asked me to sing, but I sing not in the gatherings. I sing for myself, and I
Uh,
sing on a singing app, a Star
which one?
Maker, a
Okay,
Smule.
stop. Okay, stop with that.
Yeah.
Wow, I am absolutely certain you might be having a number of followers on StarMaker.
Uh, I used to do earlier, but I'm inactive there. I'm
Oh,
more active on a Smule, but even on that, for last 4 months, I haven't sing any song. So
why?
yeah,
You should always take
it's
time for your
like,
hobby. Hmm.
yeah, but I'm more focused. If I go there, it's
Hmm.
like I get engrossed in that,
Right.
and I would uh, stay up till late night, and then
Uh,
all I would destroy my another day. The routine I would not be able to follow. That's why I hold myself back. And of course, sometimes like the other co-singers or the friends
right.
that I have there, they are also not active, so it becomes a bit monotonous.
Okay, I can understand. But you should not let such a lovely voice go to waste. Yeah. More and more
Yeah.
people should hear this voice. You have a wonderful voice, and thank you for that song. Though I am still not able to recollect it, I am still not. I am absolutely certain I have not heard this song earlier. But yes, you're singing really well, and you're speaking also really well. Yeah. Okay, great. And for any other situation, if you're really happy in that kind of situation, which song would you recommend?
If I'm happy, I generally listen to the songs of 90s, Kumar
Okay,
Sanu and Udit Narayan.
right.
So again, there choosing one song would be very unfair to both singers. But
Is-
sometimes, like yes, I can go for this song.
Okay.
जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए.
Oh, right. That's also one hell of a motivational song. It's a very motivational song, right?
Yeah, and
Yes.
it is at the same time romantic as well.
Romantic as okay. I am not that much of a romantic fan, but yes, I can.
But the lyrics goes that way that it can
Right.
suit. Yeah.
Yeah, जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए and जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए, right? तुम
Yes.
देना मेरा साथ, something. Yeah. Something like that. Okay. Wow. That's excellent. And okay, for a very angry situation, what kind of song?
For if angry, I
Yes.
don't feel so. I
You
mean,
don't feel.
if you are angry, there is no need to sing a song. I
Yeah.
mean, just for calming yourself, you need to listen to a song, and any
Yes, so
song would be okay.
you need to calm your anger also, right? So
Yeah.
yes, which song would you recommend?
Anything like
Uh,
the soft one. I'll go back to the 50s or listen to Rafi Saab or Kumar, sorry, Kishore Da.
Kishore Da. Oh, Kishore Da was also a wonderful singer, right?
Yeah, and
Right.
even other singers at that time, everyone was fantastic.
They were
Either
all
Mukesh sir or Manna De Saab,
comedy.
Anil
Yes.
Kapoor Saab, like the one song by Manna Kapoor Saab, Namo Chupa Ke Jio or Na Sar Jhuka Ke Jio.
Yes, I've heard that song. That's a wonderful song. And I really love that song. It's of the movie Padosan, where who's that? Sunil Dutt and Mahmood. They are having a
Yeah.
competition, and there's Saira Bano also in that movie, and they're singing Ik Chaturanar, that song,
Yes, yes, right.
right?
Yeah.
So one is Kishore Kumar singing, and who is the other singer? That's I think Manna Dey, right?
Manna De.
Okay, and what a duet they have sung, and that battle of songs is wonderful. I really love that song.
Yeah, of course.
Right. Okay, so you have given me one song in Hindi, right, for every situation. So do you also listen to English music, and do you have any English songs for every particular situation?
Not for every particular situation, because when I started listening to English song, I was unable to even understand the lyrics or get the meaning of the song. So I
Right.
was just enjoying the music, and
Okay.
then I had to search the lyrics and learn that whatever is being said. So in
Right.
that way, though I have developed a feeling for those songs,
Mhm.
like the songs by Madonna,
Okay.
Frozen.
Right.
You only
Frozen.
see what your eyes want to see.
Okay. That's a wonderful
And
song. That's a beautiful song.
yes,
And the lyrics
and
also. Yes.
yes, and another song by Justin Timberlake,
Uh-huh.
"What Goes Around Comes All
Come.
the Way Back Around."
Okay, right. Absolutely. And that's
And like,
absolutely with life also, right?
yeah, when I had first listened, I was unable to catch even what is being said. And
Okay.
later, when I understood the meaning, first lyrics and then the meanings, and
Right.
then I thought that yes, this is something, a song that
All right.
suits the life and all things.
Right. That reminds me, I just got reminded of an incident that happened with me as you were talking about the lyrics, and it was very difficult to understand the lyrics at that time, right? So I remember I was in Delhi and I was working in a call center, a BPO, and I had at that time I used to smoke also. So I took a smoke break from my calling, and I went out of the building, the office building, and I was standing in the they had a nice garden in front of the office, so I was standing in the garden. And there was this gardener. He was gardening, he was digging up, he was plowing the field, right, the garden, he was tilling it. So and he was singing this song, just there was that song of Salman Khan, just chill chill, just chill, you remember?
Yeah, yeah,
So he was singing this song, and you know what, he was not saying chill, he was saying just chow chow, just chow. Okay.
yeah, yeah. I recall it too.
Yeah.
So many of us used to say the same thing.
Yeah, chow chow. And I was okay, fine. I was standing there, and he knew that I knew English, right? And this word chow chow and this just chow chow is an English phrase. This is what he knew. So he turned to me and he said, "Sir, what is the meaning of chow chow?" I was at a complete loss of words. I was like, chow chow, what do you mean by chow chow? And that time I did not listen to many songs, right?
Yeah.
I was only concentrated on my work. So anyway, after that, after the incident was over, right? I came back and I searched for this song, just Chow Chow. I actually searched for Chow Chow.
Yeah.
Right. After that, I got this the option, and one of them was just chill chill. And when I listened to that song, I realized that it was the same music and it was the same rhythm what that gardener was singing, just chow chow and just chill chill. Okay. So the next day, I went out again, and he was there again, sure enough. And I told him, I said I searched for that song, and it's not chow chow. I told him it's chill chill, and you will not believe it, Raj. He started arguing with me like, no, it's chow chow. I told him 101 times that it's chill, but he said, no, it's chow.
Yeah,
And then I said, okay, fine, there's no use explaining it to him. So, as you said, um, with time, English music may not, the lyrics of English music may not be very well understood, but with time, yes, we do understand the lyrics, and once we start understanding the lyrics of English songs, they are very deep.
yeah, of course they are.
Yeah. Great.
I like the way you shared that incident, and
Yes.
whatever I was explaining. There are so many other, even the Bollywood songs, the Hindi songs, in which
Right.
we are unable to catch the main lyrics, and
Right.
instead of that we sing something else, and
Absolutely.
sometimes that becomes embarrassing when other person corrects you, and most of the time we are like reluctant to accept that. Okay, was it said? We would go back, listen that song again and again. Okay,
Right.
he was right, I was wrong.
Right.
So
And I was
this happens. And
right.
another English song that is coming to my mind,
Right.
that is why Halsey,
Right.
Halsey, yeah,
Right.
Bad Love. And when Bad at Love, the song
That,
name is,
right.
yeah. And when she says, I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe.
Right.
So I was listening to it. First time I was unable to understand. After finding the lyrics, I had understood the meaning or
Right.
whatever is being said. But
Mhm.
when I made one of my friends to listen to it, he
Right.
said, she's saying bubbly, bubbly, bubbly. So I believe and bubbly.
So was he really adamant on it that no, she's saying bubbly, 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 not I believe.
No, he
Okay.
was not adamant, but when he said, and like that was the starting. I also forgot the lyrics, and
Okay.
after few times when I was listening, I was saying it. It is also sounding to me like bubbly, bubbly. So what was that? When I started recalling the lyrics, okay, it is I believe, but it is sounding like if you are not uh, making a proper attention to the song, you are
Mhm.
listening just for the enjoyment. It
Right.
sounded like that.
Bubbly, bubbly. I'll definitely try to listen to this after this. Okay. Yes, Raj, it's always wonderful to speak with you and have a session with you, because I believe the sessions with you are more than just sessions. They are episodes of sharing, and they are episodes of speaking our mind out, right? And sharing our
Yeah,
feelings.
right.
And I'm absolutely certain that today, though we did not concentrate majorly on one thing, but there is something that we might have learned from this session, right?
Yeah, of course. And
Right?
likewise, I enjoy this session with you always.
Absolutely. And believe me, it's been a very long time. And I think today I have been very expressive and been able to describe an old incident that happened with me. Which is
Yeah,
very
of
right, and which
course.
is very important in communication. We sometimes we are good at communication, but we are really bad at describing things.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. It should come right from the heart and right